Hey all you Nintendo Switch fans, I am Trick Wallace. Welcome to my channel. If you love Switch content, make sure you hit subscribe. We're moving into the third week of March. Here are the highlights of this week's eShop releases. I'll give you my thoughts on a few of them and a highlight reel for the rest. Let's start this. All right, so undoubtedly the biggest release this week isn't actually a game, but rather a DLC. The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pass finally is going to be released. If you're not familiar with that, it is a course pass for $24.99, and it will be releasing multiple packs of courses through the course of this year and next. So we're getting the first drop. If you are subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, the expansion pack, or expansion pass, I believe, then this is included anyways. I'm super excited about it. I haven't touched Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in months, so I'm really excited to get back in. My fingers are really crossed that these aren't just, a lazy port of these old tracks with no new visual flares. I'm hoping that they've, pulled out the stops and that they really look great. So fingers crossed. I'm sure it's going to be at least decent. So let me know if you guys are looking forward to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. I'm sure pretty much every Switch fan is looking forward to it, because just about every Switch fan has Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, and that does hit March 18th. All right, so our next release is Dawn of the Monsters from Way Forward Games. Here's their description. The cataclysmic battle between giant monsters has begun in this manga-inspired, side-scrolling kaiju beat-em-up. Titanic creatures known as Nephilim have invaded Earth, and the only hope of stopping them is Dawn, Defense Alliance Worldwide Network, which releases its own colossal combatants to defend against the enemy hordes. Take control of 4 hulking behemoths, Megadon, Aegis Prime, Tempest Galahad, and Ganira, each with distinct abilities and playstyles, and smash your way through destructible real-world environments spanning more than 35 missions. Power up with DNA augments, crush foes with devastating rage attacks and brutal executions, and team up with a friend for 2-player co-op action. You are the planet's last line of defense, but will that be enough for mankind to survive the dawn of the monsters? I mentioned in the last video when talking about Young Souls that I'm a sucker even for crappy beat-em-ups, so when an amazing looking one like Dawn of the Monsters is coming out, yeah, I am super excited. I actually got a key for this game, so I'm going to be doing a quick look, let's try type of thing for it, so I'll look for that next week. But man, the graphic style is really slick. They're using this really unique shading style for the graphics. Apparently, the characters are not actually 3D modeled, but you would never know it by looking at the game because they use this weird shading style. So it's a really cool visual look. Combat looks great. It looks like it has some light RPG mechanics to kind of level up your character and augment him or her with new abilities. So I'm really excited that they're doing an extra layer of interest in the game. I think this is the absolute best looking pick out of the eShop next week, so I really think you should consider Dawn of the Monsters. It is a little on the pricey side, it's $29.99, but from what I've seen, I think it looks like a $30 game. So definitely check out Dawn of the Monsters when it releases March 15th. Our next release is The Cruel King and the Great Hero. Join an intrepid girl on her many adventures as she strives to become a hero with the help of her mighty dragon protector. Along the way, meet new friends, collect items, and help folks from all walks of life. Discover a heartwarming tale of kindness, companionship, and family in a gorgeous hand-drawn world. All right, so this game gives me immediate vibes of Child of Light, which was a game that came out from Ubisoft. Just kind of a similar look and feel to it. It's also another very light-looking RPG, which is right up my alley. I am not an RPG fan of the traditional type, but I really love Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario and games that take a slightly more casual, less super analytical approach to RPG mechanics. So I'm excited to try this one out possibly. I think I'm going to wait for a sale for myself. This game is another pricey one. It's $29.99. It does look like a big full game though, so I don't think that's a too high of an asking price. It releases March 15th, so make sure you check out The Cruel King and the Great Hero. All right, so the last game I want to mention is one that I think is going to be a little bit of a hidden gem. I saw this on the eShop, and then I watched a little trailer, and I immediately emailed Radaleka to see if I could get a copy of this, which I did. So I'm going to give much more full thoughts on Royal Frontier in the near future. Basically, it is Super Mario RPG or Paper Mario style RPG combat mixed with a roguelike, mixed with Oregon Trail. It really, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to say too much because I want to give more full thoughts, but I can tell you right now that it's super charming. It's more laid back than a normal roguelike. It's sort of like one of the best games that you could possibly play while maybe listening to a podcast or something like that. But the biggest plus is that it is a cheap game. It's only $6.99. Most of Ratalaika's games are quite cheap, usually around the $5 price. This one is a little bit more than some of the other ones, but I think they know they have a pretty good little hidden gem here on their hands. So I can't blame them for that little uptick on the price. But at $6.99, I can already tell you that I've put multiple hours into it. I'm really enjoying it. So I think you should definitely check out Royal Frontier. All right, so those are my main picks. But let's go ahead and check out a few more games that are coming out this week.
One too many times, feeling like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies. All lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line. Turned. Didn't think I'd go this far, but here we are, the end. Now you're just a lesson learned, a slowly fading memory, so I can breathe again. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
All right, so those were the notable indie releases coming out this third week of March 2022. You see anything you like, anything you're going to pick up, let me know down in the comments below. I love talking with you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and until next time, I hope you have some great gaming, tricksters. Bye-bye.